Hi everyone, my name's Ellesse and I'm from the STEM response team at the University of Wolverhampton, where we show the world how amazing science, technology, engineering and maths can be. Now, I love all kinds of sciences, but my favourite science is environmental science and natural sciences. I specialise in an area called primatology, which is a study of a group of animals called primates. And these include your monkeys, your apes, your bush babies, and your lemurs. Now, lemurs are my absolute favourite animals, and I've had the pleasure of working with them and researching them for many years now. So today, we're going to talk a little bit about lemurs, what they are, why they're important, and how you can help conserve them too. So, what are lemurs? Lemurs are actually the oldest group of primates, and they are found on an island off the east coast of Africa called Madagascar. They are endemic to Madagascar, and that means that they are found nowhere else in the world in the wild. Now, a lot of animals and wildlife in Madagascar are similar to this, like some birds, lots of reptiles, and loads of plant species too. It's what makes the country of Madagascar so unique and special. There's also many different types of habitats in Madagascar, such as rainforests and even dry spiny forests. And this means that there's lots of different lemur species that can live there. There are over 111 different species of lemurs, with more being identified each year. They can range from being really small, like the mouse lemur at 30 grams, to really big, like the Indri, weighing in at over 8 kilograms. Lemurs are all different and they're all specialised in their own way. Some lemurs prefer to eat a highly varied diet such as fruits and leaves and insects, whereas some are really specialised and will only eat certain things, such as folivores, who only eat leaves, or bamboo lemurs, which only eat bamboo. I've had the fantastic opportunities to work with lemurs both in captivity and within the wild. Some of the research that I've done in captive lemurs looks at red ruff lemurs and how they communicate with each other. Now, red ruff lemurs, these large, almost cat-sized lemurs, their main method of communication is through their loud calls, known as vocalizations. And these loud calls in the dense rainforest travel really far and can reach members of the group to relay important messages and information. But they also have a more secret method of communication, and that is through chemical communication. Using glands on their bodies, such as their necks and their bums, these red ruff lemurs can communicate by using scent marks. And these scent marks can be placed in their habitats and can include information about territory defence, group dynamics such as social structures, and even information based on reproduction. Halfway across the world, though, in Madagascar, I looked at the southern woolly lemur behaviour. Now, these lemurs are super cute. They're very, very fluffy, hence the name suggests, the woolly lemur. And we looked at their behaviour in the daytime and how they slept and where they slept, most importantly. Understanding how lemurs use their habitats is really important for scientists to know, as it helps us prepare for the long-term conservation of a species that may be affected by habitat loss and climate change in the not-so-near future. More recently, though, I've kind of took a break from researching actual lemurs, and I now research people. So I'm heavily involved in environmental education now, especially highlighting the unique biodiversity that Madagascar has, and the reasons why lemurs are so incredibly important, not just for the biodiversity, but also for the local communities in Madagascar too. For example, ringtail lemurs are one of the most commonly known primates. They're the most common primate kept in zoos, and I'm sure you've all seen them either on TV, through documentaries, or through Madagascar, like King Julian. But although they're really, really popular, not everyone knows that unfortunately they are at risk of extinction. Just like the rest of the 98% of lemur species that are also at risk of some kind of extinction in the near future. Scientists and organisations are working around the clock, though, to protect these lemur species and their habitats through key conservation activities, such as reforestation programs and education programs too. But you can also help at home. If you ever get the chance to visit Madagascar, if you go to national parks and see lemurs in the wild, this creates an amazing benefit for lemur conservation. Not only for the lemurs that are being conserved in the national parks, but it also provides an income for the local communities so that they can continue protecting their amazing species. If you can't get to Madagascar, which I'm sure most people can't, you can go and protect lemurs at your local zoo. So if you visit a local accredited zoo, such as a Bonanza accredited zoo in Britain, these help support lemur conservation in different ways, such as captive breeding programs and even supporting, it's called in situ conservation, so supporting scientists working in Madagascar by funding them to do their activities and research. Now, there's so much to learn about lemurs and we could talk for so long, but that's all we have time for today. If you'd like to learn more or get involved in supporting lemur conservation yourself, you can visit the Lemur Conservation Network. There's plenty of resources on this website which talks about what organisations are doing in Madagascar, how you can get involved yourself, and even some career advice on how to become a lemur researcher if that's what you want to do in the future. I hope you've enjoyed this very quick session with me, and if you do have any questions about lemur research, about wildlife in general, or about the courses that we do for animal behaviour at the University of Wolverhampton, just leave a comment below this tweet and I'll get back to you. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of the Global Science Show.